Good morning. So I personally get asked quite a few questions on Martial Arts Planet about how to get light on your feet. I'm just going to give you some of the drills that I do, some basic movement, forward, side to side and circular, that will help get you lighter on the feet. The first thing to make sure is that your feet are directly under you, okay? So some of my students, I see they'll step, they'll leave the back foot, what we call in the bucket, straight leg. As soon as my foot is away from me, there is now an additional movement before I can move again. Okay? I can't move forward or backwards very well, or side to side from here. I've got to step in to move, or I've got to bring this up to move. So just make sure when you move, your feet are directly under you. And the way to do that is rather than step and drag, is to push. Okay? I call it step and slide, but it is a push. So from here, rear heel off the floor, I'm going to lift up the front leg. Now the front leg moves first, but to exaggerate the movement so you can see it, I'm going to lift up the front leg and push from the back. And by pushing from the back leg, it's like I've got to jump over a little curb. The whole trunk moves and the feet just play catch up. I find when you step and step in, look at the narrowness in the feet. I don't know why that happens, but it does. Whereas when you push your whole trunk, the feet just seem to play catch up and end up directly under you. So to move backwards, the rear foot moves first, but rather than step, I want to lift and push from the front foot. And the foot naturally fall into place. So forward, lift the front foot, step with the front foot, but before you land, you need to be pushing with the rear heel. Sorry, the rear toes. Come up, push, land. Soft knees, check you're not too far forward. Lift the rear, push with the front. So the whole trunk is moving. In and back, in and back. Step and slide forward, step and slide back. This is the staple for all the footwork. So from here, lift the rear foot. The rear foot's going to move first, but rather than step, lift, push from the front. Front foot's going to move first, lift, push from the back. And you should see the whole trunk moving. It's quite good sometimes to do this against the back of a door frame, or have a student or a friend hold a broom handle. So when you step back, you can feel all the points here connected, and you'll know whether you're leaning too far forward or too far back. So if the shoulders touch and the backside doesn't, or if the backside touches and the shoulders don't, you know you're not upright. Another good tip here is if you imagine I've got like eagle's talons, so as you're here in your relaxed state, grip the floor with your toes. Now lean forward. You can just feel that extra little bit of pain in the toes. It's just a good test to see whether you're leaning too far forward or too far back, because you can feel it. It's a little bit more tactile. So nice and relaxed, soft knees, lift the front, push from the rear. Lift the rear, push from the front. Soft knees every time. Check, check. Just step and slide forward, step and slide back. For those of you lucky enough to have a bag, hang your bag so you can touch it. Then move back just a few inches and put a bit of tape on the floor. So you're now that far out of range from the bag, so you can step in, touch, step out. Step in, touch, and step out. It's a real nice forward and backwards. Once you've got that, come back another 6 inches, put another bit of tape on the floor. So you've got to go push, push, touch. Push from the front, push, push, out of range. So I've moved in, 1, 2, jab. He's slipped and he's jabbed straight back. So I move, but he's double jab, so he's hit again. So I've moved again, which is the purpose of the double touch. I've stepped in for a jab, he's moved, so I've stepped in again. Okay, he's moved or slipped, he's come firing straight back. Push from the front, out of range, out of range. 1, 2, hit, 1, 2. Push from the rear, push from the front. 1, 2. Okay? Orthodox lead, push from the rear foot. 1, 2. Push from the front foot. 1, 2. And you'll notice each time how the trunk moves. It's not a step and drag. Eliminate that from your training. Step and slide forward, step and slide back.